Hey, this is State Representative Seth Grove, and welcome to another edition of Legislative Report. I'm really excited to be here with Mike McNeely, the president of the West Manchester Farmers and Sportsmen Association. We've partnered many times in the past to hold some concealed carry classes. Huge turnout, and we always appreciate you opening up your facility to individuals to learn more about their Second Amendment rights here in the Commonwealth. So just thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate having you here.
Awesome. So West Manchester Sportsmen's Farmers and Sportsmen's Associations, but we're here in Dover.
Yes.
How does that happen?
Well, West Manchester Township was the original location off on Trolley Road, I believe. I don't have accurate records, but we were started, I believe, in the 40s on a farm on Trolley Road, and I did find out that we moved here, purchased this property in 1952. Okay. Why they never changed the name, I'm not sure, but they kept it, and we've been here ever since, and it's a great property.
Yeah, it's very nice. You have a lot of stuff. Obviously, this is a membership organization, so
Yes.
Can you kind of review your membership fees, how to join?
Sure.
Some contact information for the general public?
Yeah, we have over 500 members. Never enough. Can never have enough members, so we're always looking for new members. We do have a one-time initiation fee of $50, and right now, our annual dues is currently $50. That's subject to review every year. As costs go up, we review our budgets and decide whether or not we need increases. So membership, we just ask that people show up. We have a form to fill out, a bunch of questions about their background. Pretty simple process. We ask a few questions at the meeting of each prospective member. We have to read what we call read each member twice. So we generally do it at a regular membership meeting and then a board meeting. And if they're approved, we mail out their membership badge. Everybody gets a membership badge, and they're good to go. It's a pretty simple process. Since I've been president, we've never turned anybody away. So get a lot of great benefits with it.
Awesome. So as a member, obviously you have use of outdoor ranges, indoor when you have indoor events, and then you can bring a guest. And what are the restrictions for guests?
Okay, our guest membership basically would be used if somebody wanted to bring someone to the rifle or pistol range for shooting. They have to come with a member. They have to sign in. There's a $5 fee for that per guest. They fill out a little paper form that they should carry with them. The regular member should have his or her membership card. And because we do ask that members carry their card with them at all times when they're on the property. So they just fill out that paperwork, deposit their $5 in the box out there. We have a lock box for that, and they can use the facility all day as long as they're accompanied by the member who brought them.
And obviously, you probably don't include members' kids, right? They can come.
Generally,
probably like an age limit on that.
Right. A member's children up to the age of 18, I believe, are free.
Excellent.
Yes. So, and when we have other events out here, children are free.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. So right now we're in your main facility. Obviously,
Yes.
we have the indoor archery range
Yes.
behind us, and that's my archery shooting back there, if you can see it. That's not true.
I'm sure the bullseye is yours.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. So you have indoor in archery. So kind of go over the use of your indoor archery in the winter, and then maybe your 3D shoot and some other events that you do.
During the winter, we have certain nights when the facility is open just for practice and shooting. We do ask that members donate $2 because the targets do get used up and eventually need to be replaced. We actually just replaced 3 of them 2 weeks ago. So Members can come in and shoot whenever they want. The building is open 24/7 because not everybody works first shift.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people who come in and use the facility. We have a thermostat over there. We just ask them to turn it up and down, as needed. They can come in, shoot. During our regularly scheduled winter 3D shoots, we do it generally the first week and the third week, where we are open Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Sunday morning. And we will set up 15 to 20 animals in here. We'll put Christmas trees up, make it look real nice. We put backdrops up, camouflage netting. We do it up real nice and attractive. And the public is welcome to come to those shoots. It's not members only. We do invite the public. So it's a good time. We can have anywhere from just a couple shooters up to 20 or 25. The more the merrier. We do engage in some side betting on some of those shots. We'll set up some trick shots and we make it fun. It's a lot of fun. And again, we encourage people to bring their children, their grandchildren. We do have a lot of kids show up for these events.
And then this facility you can also rent as a member of the general public. Just call your head of your rental facility.
Just call the main number. Ask for the rental chairman. Currently, Alan Walters is our rental chairman. He can review all the various rates. We have different structures of rates. Are you a member, a non-member? Do you want it for a company picnic, whatever? How many people are coming? He goes over all that stuff. There's a security deposit that we collect. It's a pretty simple process. And then Alan will review what dates are open, help people select it, and then we open up and allow the people to have their event, whatever it is, weddings. We've had weddings here. Just a lot of, family picnics, reunions, parties. Companies do have events here. So because when they rent, they get the use of the building. They get the ball field, the slides, the backyard area out here. It's enough to keep them busy.
So it's a nice little area. Plus you have a little creek down there too for all that good stuff. And then you also offer a number of classes. I know you have a NRA certified member who does classes here. Outside of that, how many classes or what different classes do you offer?
Well, Brian Kimball is our NRA certified instructor, and he does a basic handgun class just to introduce people to handguns. More and more in today's society, people want to get into that, and a lot of women want to get into that. The class that I took with Brian, I think, was me and 4 women. So he goes over all the basics, really stresses safety, just so people are comfortable with it. Then he goes on and he teaches more advanced classes. I don't believe those are NRA certified classes, but they're modeled after those types of classes, and he can teach different things. It just depends on who's interested in what skills, but he can get more advanced stuff. He can explain all his classes. If anybody is interested, we can hook them up with Brian and get information to the people.
Excellent. So you also have trap, and then you have 2 shooting ranges, right?
Yes.
Okay. Pistol,
rifle, yep. Shotgun, muzzle loader mixed in there.
Okay. What are the yardages?
The shotgun muzzle loader is 50 yards. The rifle range is 25, 50, 100 yards. Pistol is 10 to 15 yards, basically. What people love about our pistol range is the fact that we have steel targets.
Oh, wow.
We get a lot of new members. We just had, I think, 5 or 6 new members at the last meeting because of the steel targets.
Nice.
Very popular.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's take a little walk, check out the steel targets, and continue this discussion out there.
Sure thing.
Awesome.
All right.
Mike, here we are at the rifle or the shotgun muzzleloader / pistol range.
Correct.
Very, very nice setup. Obviously on the right-hand side, we've got the shotgun range and the muzzle loader.
Yes.
Kind of go over what we're looking at here.
Well, on the right, as you mentioned, we have the 50-yard range, sighting in shotguns for turkey season, which is just coming to an end. Muzzle loaders, anybody who might be disabled and wants to shoot longer distances with a rifle can use that as well. We do have some disabled shooters here at the club who actually use the facilities extensively. They really enjoy it, and we try and make sure that everything's handicap accessible for them. And then back there on our right, we have various steel targets. We have a dueling tree, we have some other steel targets. Very popular among our membership right now. It's a huge factor in bringing in new members. So we try and maintain everything here. Occasionally a plate will break off, so we try and get everything replaced quickly. Safety is number one here. We do have work details every year to maintain the berms, to make sure they're high enough. We want to make sure there's no deflections. So we try and take care of this property. It's kind of our bread and butter, this range right here. Someday we'd even love to perhaps cover it for folks. Sun can get pretty hot here in the summer, people have requested that. So it's on the to-do list as soon as we raise enough money for that. But yeah, this range is very active. 7 days a week. There's people back here. So
Blinking on the steel.
Blinking, yep. We do have the range hours posted. Basically, it's 8 a.m. to dusk. Sundays, I believe it's 10 a.m. to dusk. So try and be mindful of the neighbors. But this range does get a lot of use. So
with steel plates, just go over the dueling tree.
Well, the dueling tree, if you're here with somebody, you can shoot kind of competition with each other, try and knock the targets back and forth. There's a lot of different ways you could work it. If you're here just by yourself, same concept, just try and knock the paddle back and forth. How accurate are you? Who can do it first? How many shots? Everybody has their own little method of determining who wins. So it's a lot of fun.
And then you have the kind of wooden cutout circles, rectangles, boards.
I've personally never used that, but I believe people like to practice tactical situations, home defense kind of things. Some people are into taking these advanced courses, and they'll go to different schools and whatnot. This gives them an opportunity to practice here. Yeah, somebody made that and donated it to the club, and we use it, and it's popular.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, we have the shooting range. We'll probably take some look at the trap, the 3D, but one unique thing you do, obviously hunting has been a pastime in Pennsylvania since its inception. We still have a strong hunting population here.
Yes.
You work with kids at Youth Field Day.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, can you kind of go into what that is and when it is? And
I believe it's in April, and we have a lot of members here who donate their time and energy to helping the kids learn all about safely handling weapons. And they go from station to station and learn their skills and kind of get an introduction to shooting. And I know our guys tend to focus on the black powder, and kids seem to love black powder shooting just for the visual aspect of it, and it's not as loud. So they help out with that, and other guys help out with some other things.
Do they have fishing and other outdoor activities there? Or is it primarily focused on firearms?
I think it's primarily firearms. I'm not sure. I personally have not participated there, but there's plenty of other fishing opportunities, and in fact we do have a fishing event here for young kids in April. We stock our stream, and I'm not sure how many hundreds of fish we bring in, but we do have a weekend for the kids, and Saturday the kids are allowed to fish, no adults. Sunday after 12 noon, the kids can fish as long as they brought a kid. So kids and adults get to fish a little bit Sunday and have some fun, but mostly it's about the kids. Saturday we have all sorts of different types of trout in there, and they love it.
Speaking of hunting, one hot topic in Harrisburg for a little bit of time has been Sunday hunting. We're one of 3 states that don't allow it. We do have some Sunday hunting, crows, kind of nuisance animals.
Coyotes,
So, you know, with your discussion, you have a pretty big club. Kind of what's the consensus, if there is one in the club, or is it just like 50-50 split and there's no real consensus right now?
It's maybe 40-60. I think 40% maybe would love to see it. 60% don't want to see it. It's not necessarily split by age, but everybody's got very deep feelings about it. There's no middle ground. You either love it or you hate it. And I've tried to get discussions going. We've had occasions during meetings to talk about it. It gets kind of contentious. You got to bang the gavel a little bit, settle them down. But I think eventually we're going to go there. It's just a question of when. So we had a lot of talk about that, and then we had a lot of talk about the opening day moving to Saturday. That was
a big change.
That was another hot topic, and people here were really shocked that it passed for this year. And I know, again, maybe 50-50 split on that. People that don't want to see it are really hopeful that it gets reverted back to the old system.
Pennsylvania is very known to not like change. And it takes years and years and decades for that to happen. So especially the tradition of a Monday deer season starts. To move it up to a Saturday is
I've lived outside of Pennsylvania. I grew up in Michigan, actually, and I've noticed a lot of stubborn folks here. But I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. But those are very passionate subjects, and there's no middle ground for people on those. So I think eventually that might stay. It's a changing world, and we need to change and adapt with it. Our economics have changed, and it's just something, if we're going to continue hunting, I think we need to do both.
From what I hear from kind of younger hunters, those kind of working age or 20 to 30s, you know, I work Monday through Friday, you know, you have kids stuff. I mean, you know, both of my older boys, baseballs every night, on weekends, you know, you head into that time while baseball's not in, you know, you have other sports, a lot of time demand on an individual. So there's a lot of younger, those kind of the future of hunting, want to move into that Sunday, because you know, they'll travel to other states and go do it, and it's you know, from what I've seen, $1 billion industry economically here in the Commonwealth. We have pristine forests, a lot of great habitat, and obviously some beautiful animals. Officially as a club, when we took a vote, we voted no to both, but keep in mind that a lot of the members that attend our meetings are not all 500.
Are 50, 60, 70-year-old guys, and you know, I think the vote kind of reflected you know.
Who showed up that day?
Yeah. You know, we get a bunch of younger guys show up. When we have a vote like that, it may be a different story. But it's a very hot topic for sure.
I think every club in York County has had those discussions.
Yes.
And very contentious. And but it's good to have those discussions
It
too.
is.
And it's good you bring it to your membership and, you know, have that discussion.
I kind of poke the bear and post something on Facebook about it just to stir things up and get people talking and thinking about it, because I think that's what we need to do. We can't bury our head on some of these issues. And, you know, of course, the other big issue, I don't know if you want to discuss that or not, is the Second Amendment rights. That's one thing the membership did ask me to bring up with you. We appreciate your support of our Second Amendment rights. Keep pushing for that. So
yeah, we had a new bill, I think it's House Bill 798, that has this gun registry that requires everybody to, for every gun, register every gun, have to have an ID.
Right.
What's really interesting is for a Philadelphia Democrat to require citizenship test, they tend to not be supportive of citizen check and ID. So it's, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think we'll be doing some pro-Second Amendment stuff coming out of the Judiciary Committee, hopefully within the next year. So
keep it up. That's what we like about you.
We'll do. You want to go check out the kind of your 3D setup?
We can.
I'm anxious to see that. I know whenever we have a concealed carry here, and I have my wife works, I bring a little girl in, and she loves to pet the animals.
Okay.
One of her favorite things to do. So let's go take a walk and check your setup.
Sure.
Yeah. So here we are, kind of out back.
Right.
You have a lot of acreage here.
We do. We bought 36 acres, I think, 38 acres.
Okay.
I believe.
A lot of it is woods, and
Yes.
you know, we just saw you hit a target, and 3D refers to a
3D archery, kind of
life-size
right
animals to shoot at.
Correct. It may or may not be life-size, but it's a good representation, and it's great practice to hone your archery skills.
Okay, and then obviously we went over, you had a 3D shoot set up inside.
Yes.
Here we are on almost a course. I'm kind of familiar with sporting clays, which is kind of like golf of shooting. You go to station with different shots.
Sure.
Similar here, where you have a 3D archery course.
Yes.
Throughout your kind of woods.
Right. We set up, we start at the main clubhouse, and we have a trail that winds around through the property, crosses the creeks and whatnot. And we just carve out little areas, and we set up the animals, and the shots could be anywhere from 5 or 6 yards to 40 or longer if you really wanted to get adventurous.
Yeah.
There's some planted fields that get plowed, and we might set up 50-yard shot out there, a bigger animal like an elk or something like that.
Gotcha.
Try not to have people lose their arrows, but we do want to make it challenging and realistic, to simulate hunting.
Do you have some, like, obviously the doe over there is kind of out in the open. Do you try to tuck some behind some coverage at all?
A little bit. Some of the guys will complain about that. They might lose an arrow in a tree or something, but we do try and make it a little bit challenging.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So speaking of that, a lot of weather, a lot of rain, a lot of flooding here in York County.
Yes.
How has that impacted, your club?
That's hurt us. 2 years ago, we had a lot of high winds, and everybody lost a lot of trees. We're still trying to recover from that. We still have downed trees that we need to remove from throughout the property, in the creeks. It's a slow process. Trying to get equipment and people to help, especially people that know how to use a chainsaw, is a challenge. So we're still trying to recover from the downed trees. But then last year and so far this year, we've had a lot of flooding. A lot of those storms that dump a couple inches of rain in an hour. We've had a lot of flooding here. Some things have been washed out. We've had some bridge damage that we're working on. So it's really impacted us, and we do we do need to have our membership step up and help out on some of these upcoming work details.
Yeah, because you don't have like a grounds crew. Grounds crew are basically your members coming in and taking care of their club.
It's all volunteer, and if somebody sees something that needs to be done, they are empowered to do it. You know, don't we tell our new members, don't complain about something, fix it. You know, don't say, oh, the archery course needs mowing. Bring your trimmer when you shoot and trim a little bit. Help out the next guy. So we do ask our members to step up and help out. We have a groundskeeper. Basically, his job is just light maintenance of the building. He cuts the grass, the few grassy areas that we have, but he's not our mechanic. He's not responsible for all maintenance around here. We have a deal worked out with him where it's just certain things that he does.
So we're running close on time. Before we leave, you also have a trap course set up here.
Yes.
Do you have public trap shooting events?
Yeah, the public's invited to that every Tuesday night, and weather permitting. They had some guys there last night. Turnout was low because of the weather, but hopefully we get some good weather on Tuesdays this year. We invite the public to come out and try that. It's a great time.
Yeah,
a lot of good guys up there, and they'll help you out even if you don't need help.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. Mike, thank you so much for showing your club. I know you have great pride in it.
Yes.
You're doing a phenomenal job. We appreciate, obviously the partnership we have with doing the concealed carries and just really enjoy coming out here. So thank you so much.
We enjoy your support as well.
Will do.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of Legislative Report. If you have any questions on anything you've seen, the contact information for the West Manchester Farmers and Sportsmen Association, as well as my contact information, will be displayed shortly. Thank you again, and catch the next legislative update.